What is going on, guys? This is Dom from the Mafia. We are back once again with our girl Reiju. We're going to be going over the Green Zoro matchup today. The freaking tyrant of the meta. We're going to be going over how to approach the matchup, their tech cards, everything. What we should be doing, what they're going to do, our game plan. We're going to break everything down. Apologies if the energy level is a little low. It's a little late here, but I really wanted to get this, the guide portion of this video filmed so I can get this out to you. Gameplay is already filmed. You guys are going to absolutely love it. And the outro, but we have to get this done so I can get you guys this content. Okay, so the Zoro matchup. We're gonna start by just reading his leader effect, just so we have a good idea. Okay, so with 3 down, he can activate main once per turn. If this leader has battled your opponent's character this turn, set this leader as active. Then this card cannot attack characters with an original cost of 7 or less during this turn. So what does this mean for us? So he can battle our characters. We don't have anything above 7. We don't usually play judge, so we don't have anything above 7. So usually how that goes is he swings into a character on our board and then swings into our life, allowing the deck to be both. What am I trying to say? He can clear board and be aggressive at the same time. This is why this is one of the best decks in the game. They play cards to rest all of your stuff, and it establishes bodies on board, and then they swing into your board, and then they swing at your life. And they're, like I said, they're aggressive, and they can also swing at your board, which is why this is really good. I'm going to repeat myself a lot. Like I said, it's late at night. We're going to go over all the cards in his deck right now. So this is a top 5 searcher. It's basically like a Bonnie. You can look at top 5. You can search up a slash attribute card or a green event. So that's most cards in this deck. Slash event. I just put these as one-ofs in the deck just because these are like tech cards that some lists play. Obviously, they play 4 of these. But we're going to talk about each one of these cards. But this is a top 5 searcher, activate main, kind of like a Bonnie. This is Perona. It does the same thing as the Hiyori, except it's a 2K body, which is actually super relevant against our deck because when he plays cards to rest our blockers, he can just freely swing into them with his 2K Perona, which is like really, really, really annoying for us. So I always say this card wins him the matchup. It like actually does. Yeah, the games that they don't have this on board, my blockers, they get so much extra value because instead of him swinging into them with this card, he would have to use one of his like standing characters just to clear my 0 power blocker, which is basically allowing it to block. We'll get into how to use our blockers effectively. It's a big part of the matchup, in my opinion, and how to win. So we'll get into that later, but this it's a very good card for them if they play it on turn 1. Koshiro, it's a 2-cost, 1,000 power character, slash, has a 1K counter, and searchable. If you have a 5-cost or lower, your 5-cost or lower slash attribute characters, other than this character, would be KO'd by an opponent's effect. You may rest this character instead. So if he has this character and like a Cavendish on board, and let's say we play Gum Gum Lightning on the Cavendish, he can choose to rest this character. It's kind of like Tashigi. We're going to talk about that card right now. You guys probably know that card. If a character would be removed from play, you may rest this character instead. So they get 2 of this card now for some reason, and this card has blocker 2, which is the definition of power creep, in my opinion. This is a 2K You'll see it played in one of the games. It just rests a 2 cost and it KOs a 1. So good card. And it's a 2K searchable. This is one of the big cards in this matchup that you got to look out for. It's a 4 cost, 1000 power slash attribute character with a 1K counter. It's activate main. You may rest this character, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with an original cost of 4 or less. Then you can attach 3 rested Don cards to one of your Zoro leaders. So how this will work, let's say we played like a Reiju on our second turn. They pay 4 for this. They can activate main and rest this card, and then rest our Reiju that we just played. They're going to put 3 down on their leader, and then swing 8 into our Reiju, and then we have to decide whether to counter that, and then he can use his activate main effect to restand his leader, and then swing at our face again. So this is a really powerful card. It likely gets it's basically a chump blocker too, that lets him clear board. But yeah, this is kill on sight whenever you can after it is played. It is a very good card that gets rid of our blockers a lot. This card they played for the mirror specifically. Not really relevant against us. It's just a 4/6. I believe. Yeah. While this card is in your hand, can't be played by an effect. If your leader has the slash attribute, this character cannot be KO'd in battle by slash attribute cards and gains 1000 power. So it's a 4/6, 1K counter. Can't be KO'd by slash. Judge is like the only slash card in our deck, I think. Pretty sure. So that part really isn't relevant. We'll go to the next card. Cavendish. Usually this is what they play when they like low roll maybe, or like we try to play around a Tashigi and they just punish us by playing Cavendish Koshiro. But Cavendish, searchable by everything in their deck. It's slash. On play, you know the spiel. They get the set 2 of their Don as active, and it combos really good with their 8 cost Mihawk when they're on like 9 Don. This is like one of the best cards in the game right now. It is a 5/7 slash attribute character. Tashigi on play, rest up to one of your opponent's character with an original cost of 6 or less. Then give 3 rested Don cards to your Zoro. So they're going to play this for 5. They rest a blocker or a Reiju. They don't have to rest anything. They could just, it does say rest up to, so they could just slam this and put 3 down on their leader. Their leader is going to get to swing 8 into something and then restand with his effect and then swing at our face for 8. That's usually what their best play on 5 is. You will see it multiple times today. Very good card. Like the card in this deck is this card. It's absolutely overtuned and ridiculous, but good card. Good card for the Zoro players for sure. X-Drake, in my opinion, this is the 2K that they should be using. There's multiple that can be used in this slot, but this has a relevant effect of resting 5 or less, and then you could add a Don as active at the end of your turn to maybe play around like one of these events. I thought it was quite good. It's slash searchable too. Mihawk, this is another really, really good body that they get to play. It's basically a 4 cost 8K blocker. Just saying that out loud is pretty ridiculous, but yep, it's on play. You can set 4 of your Don as active, then you can't play a 7 or more, 7 cost or more, which they don't really have anymore. So on 9, they can play this card and either of these, which is pretty cool. Or they could just attach 4 to their leader with the extra 4 Don and try to clear board. Or with the 4 that they have left after they slam us, they could play Queena, activate main, rest a card, give 3 to leader, swing 8 and 8. Very good too. These 3 cards right here, Cavendish, Tashigi, and Mihawk, will be the primary targets and the sole reason why we are playing the Gum Gum Lightning this set. It is very, very, very good against this deck to get tempo on them. So we definitely have to utilize that against this card specifically. ETG Lightning is the best target because you get this to 6K and Lightning KOs is 6K. So you'll see that today. I think it might be this or this. I'm not quite sure, guys. But this is the best target for it. So if you can set that up, you're going to be in a good spot. These are all the actually no. I'll talk about this card. This is a very good card. So for 3 Don, you could set your Zoro as active. Your leader is active. So this enables you to like a whole multitude of combos that there's so much stuff you could do with this card in this deck. You can like, especially if you have a Cavendish established, you can it you'll probably see it in the games, but he can just restand his leader again and then keep swinging into your board like literally 4 times in a turn. I think at one point it was in some of my testing games, and it's the ultimate lethal card too because he can just swing. He can basically attach like what is it 6, 7, 8 or 5, 4 Don, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he could attach on 10 Don. He could attach 4 to his leader, so he could be a 9K leader. Swing at your life. Pay 3 to restand. Swing at your life. And okay, I have 3 more. I'll pay 3 to restand. I'll swing 9 at your life. So that's 9 3 times, and that's not even with accounting for his good cards being on the board already. So this is a really, really good card, and the trigger somehow gives him plus 1,000 for the turn. I've lost to that multiple times too, ironically. Like, actually crazy. When it was, I think there was a game in the past where he literally was all bricked in hand, and I needed him not to have any counter, and he triggered this and won the game because I only had 5K to swing, and he buffed his leader to 6. So this is the trigger's pretty cool too. And speaking of triggers, I've lost to this as well. KO a rested character with a cost of 4 or less. Paradise Waterfall, pretty cool. There was a turn where I had an Ichiji established already, and I swung 5 into life, and I was gonna KO his Mihawk and get like full tempo. He took the life. He triggered this, KO'd my Ichiji, and my game plan went from, okay, I'm 100% winning this, to, okay, I'm completely fucked now. So not even to account the main effect on this card, so your leader or one of your characters gains plus 2k this battle. Then you can set up to one of your characters as active. This card is really good when they have like a rested Cavendish, Tashigi, or like Mihawk. I've seen them block with Mihawk just so they can use this to like buff something and then restand the Mihawk, and then AK blocker is really good. So you definitely have to account for them having maybe one of this card. The tech cards, they probably only play 1 to 2 of. It depends on the build. You can't play around every card. I know that a lot of the lists play at least 2 Deadman's Game, which is a Hody Jones for 4 Don and a 3K counter for 1 Don, which is absolutely ridiculous. So that's a good card against us too, because it could just rust our blockers for 4 Don, and he can go for game. So that's pretty cool too. Yeah, very good card. You rest 3 of your Don cards, rest 2 of your opponent's characters or Don. Good card. This card is tech for Rayleigh, but it's super relevant against us. 2-sword style. I'm not going to begin to pronounce that card, but you can rest 3 Don and KO 2 rested 4 cost or less characters, and it can just give you a plus 3k, which is also really good. So that'll be KOing our Porsches and Reijus. Electrical Luna, I hate this card so much, guys. So much. I cannot tell you how many games I've lost to green purple in the past when they were running this card. It's just a time skip against us for a turn, and like it's very hard to recover from it. I believe that every list should play one of these. If you're a Zoro player, please play this card, I guess. I'm going to incentivize you to play it, but I hate this card. It's so good, and the trigger just rests a character. So that's his deck. It basically, it's very easy to play, in my opinion. I tested it the one day I tested it just to learn how to play against it, and I think I have a harder time picking out what I have to eat for lunch than playing my turns with Green Zoro. So this is that's cool for us because the turns are very linear, so you know most of the time what they're gonna do with their Don. So you can easily like predict your plays, our plays. So that's really cool too. So we're gonna go to our deck now, and we're gonna go over each card just like we did in the Rayleigh video and talk about it and our overall strategy and how to prep for the menace that is Green Zoro. So the first tip that I'm going to give you guys is you have to know when to counter board, when not to counter board, when to counter life, and when not to counter life. Now, this strategy involves our blockers a lot. You have to be able to leverage your blockers too. Like if they don't have a Perona on field, you have to know that these can get value later in the game. I'm just gonna go card by card. I'll probably get off the rails like a ton this video, and I apologize. But the biggest tip that I can incentivize you guys is like when to counter out of board and when not to counter out of board, because you can like easily just get mowed down if you counter out too aggressively, because it's always like 8Ks and 9Ks at your face, and like it's 2Ks every time. And if you can't draw with like Reiju pair next turn, or if you're just gonna get too high in hand, then you're just like screwed. So you have to counter out accordingly and find your blockers. So first card we're going to talk about is the 2K Reiju. I really like this card in this matchup because there's a lot of times where if they're going super aggressive at your face and you can't play this pair, you can counter out aggressively with this card at like a later turn, and then like search for more 2Ks, because this card can search itself. So I like doing that a lot, and I also like using this card in this matchup as like a searcher like Sanji, but it's better because you get a body. And I like it a lot because it can search for the key card in this matchup, which is Cosette. That's why we're playing Cosette at 3 this set. Super, super, super good card in this matchup. So Reiju has been a extreme overperformer for me playing against Zoro, and this card has also been really good when we're able to counter out aggressively and we're low in hand defending our board. We're able to draw more cards. So I've really enjoyed this pairing of cards. It's been very good. It's good in every matchup, but like in this matchup, it's like a if you don't do one thing, you're gonna get to do the other. So Reiju's really good in this matchup. Sora's actually like really, really good. There's some funny turns where you have to go for lethal, and she's just good at like getting you the extra poke with like an EGG that you maybe don't have, because you maybe have to like search for 2Ks to stay alive. So I've really liked her in the current list at 3. Very good card, 2K, searchable. Yeah. Cosette and Chopper, I'm going to talk about them at the same time. These are the cards that you have to see against this deck, or you're going to lose the game. It helps alleviate pressure. They could. So what their deck is going to do, it's going to rest your shit every turn with these cards. Now, that's okay. They can rest our blockers and stuff like that, but us playing the blockers means that they have to have these cards, or we get value from our blockers. And if they play this card and they rest your blocker, it's okay. Like, that's okay. If they get a free value swing from Perona into it, that's fine. But let's say they don't have a Perona and they rest your blocker, they're going to have to waste a relevant swing into your blocker. I don't know if this like makes sense what I'm saying, but then your blockers will get value no matter what. So blockers have been like super huge, and there are some turns where I can swing with like a Reiju or an EGG, and I just decide not to because we have a blocker on the field, and if I put this card sideways on the field, like when it can attack and I have a blocker, it's just giving them value with their leader ability because they're going to get to swing into your rested character because they're going to play a card to rest your blocker. So if you don't tap your character sometimes, this is situational, guys, obviously. If you don't tap your character sometimes, they get no value because they're going to rest the character, and then you can just block and save the card anyways. If that makes sense, if that doesn't make sense, I apologize, but that's the easiest way to explain that. You have to find value with your blocker cards. You have to know how to leverage them. There's one game where I know that they have a Tashigi, so I decide not even to play the blocker and just let them play their Tashigi, and it doesn't get value from resting anything. I just let them kill the Reiju. Like that's okay. You're not gonna get an extra card out of my hand for no reason. I know you have that card. I'm gonna play around it. That's one way to approach things because a lot of the time they'll just play the Tashigi anyways to get a brick out of their hand and do that. So I've quite enjoyed like playing around their cards too. It's something I'm learning how to do better lately. Is just not play these cards sometimes and like save up because our big tempo play in this matchup is Ichichi Lightning on one of their relevant bodies. And it's cool because Lightning just KOs a Cavendish for free too. But I'm not going to talk about that. Sanji's really good in this matchup for trading into their rested Peronas after the Peronas swing into our Coset or Choppers the first time. So it's really important to get that trade. The value is there later in the game because then they have to deal with these cards somehow. You'll see a game in here where I'm like, okay, he can rest these cards every turn, but eventually he's going to have to deal with them. And I think there's one point he just swings 8k into one of these cards because he knows that it's going to be a value for me next turn. So I'm like, okay, cool, it blocks then. If you're swinging 8k into my blocker and that's your leader ability, this card blocked. That's what people don't realize. This card blocked then for me. It's the same thing. Yeah, so I've really been enjoying the blockers, and like, it was very interesting, like how you can leverage the blockers too. It's actually like super cool against Zoro. So you have to learn how to use your blockers in this matchup. I take you through a little spiel in the gameplay, and hopefully you guys learn from the gameplay. It's one thing to say it here, and it is another to actually do it in the gameplay. So we will. I talk about these cards a lot because they're the most important cards in the matchup because how aggressive their deck naturally is into us, and this is how we counteract the aggression, just like the Rayleigh matchup. But these cards are used in a little bit of a different way in this matchup. So. Yep, I was talking about Sanji. It's good for trading into their board. I think I talked enough about the Reiju pair and how to leverage it in this matchup. There are some situations, guys, where there isn't a right answer because there's sometimes where it's the exact amount of cards to 2K, and you'll still have one over the threshold of where you should be at. You'll be at like 7, and you won't be able to get down to 5. So sometimes there's not a right answer as far as like countering out goes. There's some tricky situations that you'll have to slide your way out of, but just try to play as optimally as you can. You'll know what I mean if you play the matchup enough, because the 8Ks are pretty brutal unless you don't have 2K. So 2Ks are really important. I was playing 12, but I snuck Judge in because a lot of the removal decks are back in the meta. So I've been enjoying Judge at 1. He's not really played in this matchup unless they have a really slow start. But Porsche is actually really good in this matchup because it allows us to search up Chopper, which is really important. Like, Chopper is a key card in this matchup. This is a Chopper searcher card. If you just think about it like that. She also is very good. Obviously, she's naturally good at just like getting a cheap 3 instead of paying 4. But it's good in this matchup because some of the times when you could play each G for 4, you could play Porsche for 3, and then the extra Don you could use for Cosette. which is super relevant in this matchup. It saves you games sometimes, and sometimes you'll just have 5 Don and be like, oh, I wish I had 6 to EGG Lightning their Cavendish, and you'll just be like, okay, I drew Porsche. Okay, I'll pay 3 for Porsche then, and then it'll only cost you 5 for that combo. So she's like overly performed. She's also really good. If you establish a body, you need something to defend that body. And what I mean by that is you either need a blocker next to it to defend it because it's going to get rested. Something's going to get rested. You either if you raw play the body, you need counter in your hand to defend the card, or you're going to lose the card, or you're going to have to defend your life with counter. And that's a situation that you'll have to make. But that's one way. Another way, playing a blocker, like I just said. The third way is having Porsche into any of these cards. Porsche into this is good because it's a body and a blocker. Porsche into Cosette is good because it's a body and a blocker. Porsche into Reiju is good because it's 2 bodies. So now you can screw around with like maybe defending your board, but you're guaranteed not going to lose both bodies, so that's good. And Porsche EGG is good because obviously they're probably not going to clear your 7K body unless they really invest into it. And if they overly invest into it, it means they're not going to establish a big board. And you're going to get a lot of value from that. So Porsche's been really, really good in this matchup. I've enjoyed her a lot. Even a portion to Maria has been really solid for me because Maria, if they decide to rest the Porsche on their next turn with like a Quina or a Tashigi, then Maria gets to live. And that's really good because then anything else that you do, they have to decide, okay, do I want to leave a black Maria on the board or do I want to clear his 5K bodies or his blockers or something like that, and then you could really get high and on to utilize your lightning combo or maybe even play a judge. So yeah, Porsche's been really good and Maria's been okay, but I like her as counter. You're gonna need a lot of 2Ks in this matchup specifically. We'll talk about EGG pair right now. This is the most important card, in my opinion, that you have to get your value out of this card. And what I mean by that is there will be some turns where you can pop it right away and just swing at life. But you like this is the turn when you have the EGG turn, you have to get value out of it by swinging into board. Sometimes you could just play EGG and then co-set, and then the rest EGG. You hard defend the card with co-set if you have the Don. Like you have to like sometimes invest into this to kill their Mihawk. That's super. If they're playing Mihawk on their turn, you clear it with EGG Lightning. It's huge for us, like huge. And then EGG Lightning to clear this is also good, and that'll transition into Gum Lightning, the card that wins us this matchup. It's only at 3 copies because it's a little guys. The list is super tight. Like if I could go up by anything, I'd go up another 2K. But what are we gonna do? Go down Cosette, Judge, or Lightning? Like pick your poison or Porsche. I don't want to go down any of those cards. So the 3-3 split has been really working for me. I see at least 1 Lightning in almost every one of my games. Yeah, especially if you get to draw with the Reiju pair a lot. And Lightning's been really, really good. It's the way that we get our tempo in this matchup to, yeah. And you don't always have to race in this matchup, too. You can play pretty patiently if you do see your blockers to ease his aggression. And so the other thing is you'll get to a point where you can clear their board. Zoro doesn't need an entire board. He doesn't need any board to just straight up kill you. Just the way that the leader reads, all he needs is a card that rests stuff, and he will be able to get value with this card right here or something else. Like it's a very, very strong deck, and you will be able to kind of read their turns. It's just in the mid game, it gets a little tricky when they have like 3 Don left, and you could play around this card, or them having like a Koshiro and one of these cards. to counter out of their life. So it's a little tricky. Obviously, if they see, I guess the number two tip besides when to counter is don't be like discouraged if you just get slaughtered by this thing. Like I'm being 100% with you guys right now. If this thing just steamrolls you, it means they saw all their cards. There's nothing any deck can do. Like unless you're straight up countering it with like NL or some shit. Like you're good. Like if they see 4 of these fucking things in a row or like 3 like if they see all the cards that they have to see, they got a really good chance to win the game. We play to our outs though. Like there's games where they do see the cards that they need, and we have to like big brain think every turn to like map the puzzle out, and we get there a lot of the times because we know the matchup like the back of our fucking hand now because it's the most represented deck in the game. So my advice is to keep playing against it, keep practicing against it. I'm gonna get a lot more videos for you guys against that deck. Obviously, I think I have about 2 to 3 games I'm about to show you where it gives you like a general idea of how to approach the matchup. I'm sure there's a ton of things that I'm like leaving out, like little niche things, but you have to find value and know when to counter. You'll see in all the games today, we counter out at the correct moment, and that's what gets us there. You have to know when to take a card from your life and when not to take a card from your life. And ultimately, it's how many 2Ks you see. If you don't see your 2Ks, you're screwed because they're swinging 8Ks every turn at everything. Even at an EGG, it's 2K just to get out of an 8, right? So you also want to go first against them. I don't know if I said that earlier. You do want to go first because it puts them on having a Quina on their forward on turn instead of them to swing into your body and then like it's that body's getting cleared rather than them having a Tashigi on their third turn is much worse for us in my opinion. Unless you have the Ichiji lightning combo to answer this immediately. But this on 8 is really hard for us to answer. We do a lot, but this is very good for them on 8 Don when they are going second, so they don't have to have either or. They're perfectly fine going first or second, guys. Trust me, I've seen them play this on 6 and just swing 9K into something. They're perfectly fine with swinging 9K into an EGG and then 9K at life. Trust me. Yeah. So you can't play around all these. You have to say in your head right now, okay, they have 1 Don up. I'm gonna play around Paradise Waterfall this turn. I'm gonna go 7K, so they have to use another card. And I think it's a bonus if they use this for plus 3K because they're not resting your shit. Luna's a menace against us. My lord. I don't even know if we can play around this card. It's just I'm not going to not swing in my HG just because I guess if they reveal it, it's one thing. But no, I'm not. I'm not doing that. But yeah, that is... I've also seen them play Tashigi a lot. Anticipating a lightning. That is something that they're doing now, which is kind of frustrating, but that's 2K out of hand. Usually the deck only plays about 10 to 11 2Ks, maybe a 0 cost, and they'll leave 1 Don, punish them for not having a Don up for their counter events, and track their 2Ks. Pinging 5 is also quite nice because the cards that are for like 1K counter are like cards that they want to play on the board. So it usually they give 2K for a lot of the 5 pokes that you do for them. I guess these cards in this, but yeah, I've really in the beginning testing this matchup, it was really really miserable because I didn't fully understand how to play it. Now I have a really good grasp on how to approach the matchup, and You guys will too. You just have to keep grinding the matchup. It's okay to lose. You have to lose to learn how to win. Let me say that one more time. You have to lose to know how to win. I have lost against Green Zoro maybe like 10 games in a row at some point. I was frustrated, and I'm like, why am I losing? You go over play mistakes. You keep repping. You get your list tight and a strategy that you know how to use and utilize, and you will get there eventually. It's like I said, if they see their cards, they see their cards. Heart of the cards to them. GG's, but I like our chances. I think we have a very good chance if we play some good One Piece. So, yeah, I apologize if I went on a little rant there. And I apologize for not having more in general tips, I guess. But we went over their deck list, went over the key cards and what our general game plan is revolving around our blockers and the tempo EGG lightning play. So yeah, that is how to approach the Zoro matchup. I'll talk through my thoughts again in the games that I'm about to show you right now. It'll give you a better idea of kind of actions speak louder than words kind of thing. Like I said, it's one thing to talk about this, and it's one thing to actually execute them on like a high level on the sim. It's not ranked sim, obviously, but the players are okay, I guess, guys. Like, give me some credit. Yeah, but we'll get into the games now. I appreciate you guys so much. I really wanted to get this video. Like I said, it's late at night. The energy isn't all there for me, but I love and appreciate you guys. And we'll get into the gameplay now. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. All right, we have a Green Zoro. He should choose to go first here. And we will go from there. He's actually going to go second, and we drew a pretty good hand. We can filter, turn. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this. We'll draw. We'll get our stage out. We'll filter our re. Get this. Pass our turn. He's in a draw. Does he have any searcher cards or blockers? He's gonna play Perona. That's actually a really good card in this matchup because then he gets free value with his blockers, with my blockers that he rests. And he's gonna have Tashigi on 6. Okay. And what do we choose to do here? We can search for a pair, and maybe he doesn't have the Quina. We could play double blocker. I think that I just wanna... I think we'll filter a lightning, because if we get the 2 cost, we can 2 cost with the co-set, which would be really good for us here. I think that's what I want to do. We could alternatively give him the chopper. And we could like potentially high roll with a Ichiji. We'll try chopper. So we find a 2 cost. So we'll be able to do this turn. So we made that read correctly. And then we'll just swing 5. We'll be able to draw. Some kind of trigger. We'll do this. Be able to draw some cards here. Other co-set's really good. We'll do this pass. He could have Queena here, which would be bad for us, but we have co-set to counter that out. But we know he's got Tashigi on 6. But Lightning EGG could be really good. We just have to find the cards. He's going to play that and KO it. And then is it a 6 leader? In which case I think that we counter. I think I'm in a spot where I can counter this. These are going to be a lot bigger next turn. We draw a Porsche. So we can pitch this, actually. We'll find one ETG. So we can look for the pair to play with the lightning next turn. That'd be really, really good for us. Okay, we will find him. Put this in the middle like that. So we'll have that next turn to KO his Tashiki that he's going to play. But what do we want to do here? We can go... We're at 4, he's at 4, so Koset would be active. We can go like 6, 7, play Koset. We could search for like another card. I think I like 6, 7. We don't have a 2K though, so this card's probably gonna die. Or no, actually, I think I like 6, 7 here, guys. We'll search next turn. This will get a 2K. That'll be the second 2K that we've seen from the opponent. And then... Yeah, we'll go 7. Oh, shit. We did not play Koset. That is pretty bad. That is quite bad. A Koset should have been played there. There's the Tashigi. We'll let this card go. And we will take a card from our life. That is pretty unfortunate. I mean, technically he could have just rested. Oh no, that is what we wanted to do. We knew he had the Tashigi. So we just wanted to what is it? We wanted to go 6, 7 because we knew he had Tashigi to rest this right away, so we wouldn't get value out of these cards. So that was actually correct, guys. We'll take the 8. We get a Judge. Not gonna be able to utilize him yet. So we will do this. We'll grab another one. Now we know that we want to do a we could do a Porsche ETG Lightning Koset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that would be 6. I kind of like that too. We're just lacking 2Ks right now, unfortunately. We will do that though. We'll grab a Porsche. We will play out our ETG. Okay, we draw 2K. We'll probably be drawing all of our 2Ks soon. We will get him out. Get the reduction. We're going to swing 7 to leader. It'll put a lot of pressure on him. We'll pay 2 for lightning. And then we will play a Koset out. And he can get value from the rest effect. But 2 things. He'll have to rest it to swing into our ETG. And if he decides to rest this, we can block it. Or we can pivot to something else. We probably want to focus on... I don't think that we defend a lot this turn. We'll see what he does, because we don't have a lot of cards with counter in our hand. So he plays the Queena. He's going to rest blocker so he can get value swinging into it. That is okay. We'll let this go. And now how much Don is he going to invest to kill EGG is the question. Because he doesn't have much of a board right now. So we'll think about what he wants to do. He could put 1 more on, because he could have restand. And then we go to 1. He's thinking about what he wants to do here too. But his turns are pretty predictable, so playing Koset out there means he had to have one of those cards. And he probably didn't have another Tashigi. So I think it's going to be 9. And then restand. So it'll be 9 here, 9, 9. If we give 2k 1k, if we give 2k 1k, we are losing the. So we save a life by giving 2k 1k. We'll. We'll do 2-1. It depends on his sequencing. He's gonna go 9 leader. I feel like he should use restand. He shouldn't. I feel like he shouldn't have done that now. We'll go 9 lead. If that was a 2k, he gets punished by doing restand. Because we would then 2-1 that. He's just going to go for leader here. So we're going to actually just take this. And then we're going to go to 7. So we'll go 5 into the Queena. So we can't just like free use that next turn. Because we're probably just doing this and this. With our, what's it called, purple, to draw some more cards. I'm thinking that we're going to have 2Ks. But yeah, that is going to be our play here. We'll actually filter EGG. Yep, there's a 2K. And we are just going to go 5-7 at lead here. Because our play is already predetermined. Yep, we get that. So, yeah, this is a scary turn. He probably takes this. He's going to counter it. Okay. Interesting. Do this. We will draw. No 2Ks, which is worrying, but we have 2 already. And now he has to decide what he wants to do. Just going to be a Cav. We have a lightning for that. Unless he has the annoying 2-cost blocker. Because the pressure's also on him to see... Yeah, of course. It's also on him to see all of his good cards. And they're not always going to see everything. Like, if they do, they do. But we'll see what he searches here. We'll track his hand down. It's going to be interesting. Maybe we can force a block. We'll probably let our board go. He draws Queena. Does he use that this turn? He's going to use it to rest our chopper. Okay. A little scary. A little scary here. So we're going to let that go. We probably let Porsche go and we 2k life. Alternatively, we can go for it this next turn by lightning this. Let me just let him know that we're thinking. We can lightning this and then go for game. We have 6 down, so we can like potentially go 5, 5, 5, 7, and then we actually have another portion to each EG. Yeah, we do. So I feel like I want to 2K this. We'll take the life hit, and we're basically all in. I think that we should be able to get there. We'll take the life hit for sure. And I feel like we will have a great chance of getting there. We'll take this. Okay. Let's count how many 2Ks we got from trash. 1, 2, just 2. I do want to lightning this first. And I think I just want to poke 5. And see what he does. Because if it's a card, we go 5 again. Okay, that's fine. 5. This might even be math. This is just math, guys. Yeah. We can go 5 and then 7, 7. So that'll be the game. And this could have been a 6 too. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we had a 7 here, and then if he counters, we go portion to the last HG. So we'll go 9, just to be a little generous to him. Give him that exact math. And we will move on to our next opponent. Yeah, GG's. He had 2 Mihawks from life. Yeah, GG's. Got a Zoro. We're going to go second here. Just want to get a game going second. We're going to mulligan this, unfortunately. We do see the lightnings, but no ETG pair to be found. This is pretty good. This is actually very good. We can draw right away. He's got his Tashigi for his 5-down turn. Or we can search for stage and filter right away. I kind of like drawing right away, I'm not going to lie. Put him a little ahead of him right away. We draw our stage anyway. We do have lighting too. This could actually shape up to be very good for us if we can find ETG in the next couple of turns. Or a Porsche. Yeah, Porsche on 5 would be very good for us. He's got a Luffy is the man. I forget what he drew. We'll actually 2K this. I forget what he drew with the, oh, Tashigi. It's Tashigi and Luffy is the man. Okay, cool. And we're going to swing at his life this turn just because we know he has Tashigi. So we'll poke 5 there. We're going to play our stage. Could actually get a nice little filter. We could also bait him with a baby. I'm going to filter this. Ooh, we drew Cosette. That's actually very good. We'll get Cosette. We'll be at less than him. Okay, so he's not going to be able to clear our Reiju, so that's actually very good. So we can then search for our, what's it? ETG pair. Okay. Well, we know where our choppers and Porsche are. Okay. That was the next card. Oh, grr. This is a situation where I want to pass because Tashigi can rest the Cosette if I turn this sideways, so this will be protected for one more turn. If you're picking up what I'm throwing down, guys. We could also maybe get like a cheeky counter if he doesn't play it. Well, how much cards will we be at then? It will be, did we 2-1-1 and 8? That'd be a little weird though. Oh, we rest this. Wait, so actually now, do we actually 2-1-1? Because we're gonna draw everything back next turn, and we won't take a life. Or do we take? Yeah, I think I like that. Don't ever do that unless you're drawing. I might take this life. I'm going to take the life. Okay. Because that makes them have to have something for this next turn. They do still get the free Perona value, but they have to do that. And we know that they have a 3 cost event. That's okay. We want to find our ETG for next turn. So we'll do this. And we'll have exactly enough too. We should find it here. Okay, we do find it, and we find another Cosette. Very, very good for us right now. We'll pitch this. We will grab 1 ETG and bit. I think that we grab 2K here, honestly, guys. Organize our hands. We'll be able to do our combo next turn. So we're looking at a 5, or looking at a 6-7 at his life. And we have a good board too. I like this a lot. But this is going to be sideways. No, we're looking at a 6. We're looking at a 5-6. 5-7. Yes. Okay. We're going to remember to play this down. So Cosette's very good in this matchup. And then next turn, if he does have a rest, we can swing into this. And now they won't have free blockers. They won't get free value. So if they rest a blocker, they won't be able. They'll have to hit into it with one of these. You know. So we'll go 7. Don't get a trigger that KOs my Reiju. Please and thank you. We'll play out a Cosette. We'll end turn. If it's a Mihawk here, we'll KO the Mihawk with our ETG. We'll use that as the combo. And then pressure his life. But we want our board to live here, take 1 life. That's our goal here. Just an X-Drake, which is very good for us. He'll probably rest a blocker to get free value. It's an X-Drake. We're gonna block everything. Because what we can actually do now is lightning, and then we can pressure this body. We're gonna block this too. He doesn't have 3 on his leader either, so that's very good for us too. He must not have had anything in his hand. We'll filter a stage card. We're gonna grab another ETG. Could be playing around Paradise Waterfall right now. Potentially. So I want to do this first. Because it's an extra card. And we'll actually go 7 here. If he chooses to restand it, we can still clear it with a lightning and then poke 5/5/5 at his life. But it'll still be 2 cards if he wants to use the waterfall. So that's the card that we're playing around here, guys. Okay, he doesn't. So we can actually KO this with the lightning right now anyways. Or we can keep poking at his life, and if he plays like a Mihawk or something next turn. He already didn't have Mihawk though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he was only on 7 dot. Okay. I think we go 5, 6, 6 then. I don't super care about this. We're gonna KO his Mihawk next turn because I want him to kill this card. Right? Don't we? Or do we do this? And then the pings will be a lot for him to deal with next turn. I think we'll go another 5 anyways, no matter what. Very tough decision. He's giving us blockers, which is good. That accounts for him KOing this card, though. We will account for that. And we can counter out of something there. We'll do that, because I think that he swings a board with this anyways. And we can potentially just get him all back next turn, because we're at 7. And full board clear him. So I don't think what we are doing here is wrong. He's going to take this life. We're going to pass turn. We'll see how much pressure he could put on us. I feel pretty comfortable with 3 2Ks in our hand. We will see here, though. This is his Mihawk turn. This is the turn when he plays Mihawk and then swings like... Which is good. This is what we anticipated. Now we want him to KO our ETG here. I want to put all 5 on. KO our ETG. 1, 2... Yep, he's doing it. Horse is an 8. Huh. So the line that we go for now is countering out... Huh. We'll let this go. We'll let it go. He probably does this. This is the swing that's... I'm debating right now. Because this basically plays around all of our stuff right now that we wanted to do next turn. because countering out we'll give him 2k, 2k. We'll take a life. We still have a 2k in hand, and potentially we can still do Mihawk and we won't trigger that. We probably should have triggered that. Okay, we can KO his Mihawk and potentially pressure this. But Zoro doesn't need a board to kill us next turn. But yeah, we will. I think that's the move. We play play this. We'll cheat this in. We'll reduce this. We'll KO it right away. It's maybe the wrong order here, and then we're gonna go 7 here, just because I want to make sure this gets cleared. Because then we can ladder swing his life. Yep, he's gonna concede. We had that game. He would have given us this card, and then it was a ladder swing. I mean by ladder swing, it's going from lowest to highest, like you're climbing a ladder. So it would have been a 5, and then a 6, and then a 7 at his life. I don't think he would have been able to kill us next turn. We had 2 life and 2 2Ks in hand, so we played that game pretty good. Lightning was pretty close. He's playing Buggy in this deck? That's actually crazy. My pops was looking at that card earlier to play in this deck too. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, he certainly played to his outs. Saw his Tashigi. We were able to kill it. I believe that we actually got to play 2 Lightnings that game. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. No, it was just 1. It was just 1. And then maybe we swung into like a Tashigi. Yeah, we swung into Tashigi. So playing patiently, getting the Lightnings really, really good in this matchup. That's why we play it. To patiently wait to combo it with the EGG to get a lot of tempo on our side. Whether it's KOing a Mihawk, which is like the prime target if he doesn't have this card on field, or a Tashigi. Not this Tashigi, the other Tashigi. Or KOing a Tashigi on our 6th down turn. But usually we'd want to go first in this matchup to put him off of Tashigi for a turn, but that was one of the easier ones where we honestly just saw all of our cards, and he can't see all of his cards. Like, some of his turns are gonna be awkward. Like, he had to pay 5 for this. Still good. Like, still rested a 5 cost and got to swing into stuff, but not optimal. Like, he's not gonna see a Tashigi every single. If your opponent's that lucky, then they're that lucky. If they search it up, then they search it up. But there's gonna be some awkward turns. They're never gonna see everything. So rest assured, guys, they're not gonna see all of their cards at one time. They'll have infinite amount of decisions now. They'll have to think a little bit, and for what to do. We just have to counter out accordingly, and play to your outs, guys. Just honestly, just play to your outs, and CHG and Lightning. Yeah, but that was a fun one. I think I'll get one more for you guys, and then we'll wrap this thing up. All right, we got our final Zoro. He's gonna go second. So we have EGG on 5 with nothing to do up until then. I don't love that, honestly, guys. So I think I'm gonna mull this hand. Would have been able to play out this hand, but especially going first, I want to have something to do on our first and second turns. So I'm gonna mull this. This is actually okay. So on 3 we get to play this into this, and then we could draw a co-set either like from the next 4 cards of our deck, which, I mean, it could happen, you know. Like, if not, we could just play a Sanji to search for like a 2K or another pair. So I'm liking this start for us. He's gonna have his Tashigi on 6. That's pretty cool. So we'll poke him for 5. They always take this, and then we will do our Ray combo. We did not draw a what is it, co-set? So we'll just search again, and then we can trade into this next turn. I'm actually gonna grab an ETG Yeah, it's a fine order. Every 3 cards, guys. Pass. We have our 2Ks. We have stuff to do next turn. Okay, he's gonna do that, which is fine. In this particular situation, I'm going to give him 2K, 2K. We'll take the life poke. It's okay. We'll go 2 here. Actually, we'll make sure he doesn't like cheeky 2K out of this, so we'll go 5-5 lead. Or actually, no, we want to save EGG for next turn. So we could just play double blocker here, which I don't hate at all. He's on 4 Don, though. I think that we could still play double blocker. I actually really like that. And then we can play, like, EGG Lightning next turn and, like, have a Don left over. Which could be really good for us. So I like that a lot, because we know that he has Tashigi right here. And he's going to be able to rest a blocker. And then this is where we can trade into this, which is going to be cool. Should play Tashigi here to rest a blocker and swing into our Reiju. I think that we're going to... that's going to be tough. Because then we're going down to 2, and he'll have Mihawk on the next turn. These are the turns that, like, make this really, really close. So he's going to... Yep. Should go here. We should trade with this first. Yep, that's correct. So we're playing a little more patiently. It's the 8 here that I'm worried about right now. Do we let this go? I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna take a life. I'm gonna take this. Okay. That's pretty good. This is a very good turn for us, so we can trade here now. Right? We'll trade here. And then you'll see what I mean now, because he'll need to clear this. He doesn't have like free value anymore. He'll have to use he'll have to use leader actually to clear this. So 3 for Porsche HEG, 4-5, and then 6-7. So we're just poking a 5-7, unfortunately. I do think that a 5 is pretty good because he only has 5 cards in hand. So I don't super care if he counters out here or takes the life. He gives us a blocker. Okay, that's good. We'll use Porsche here. Search nothing. I actually like this order a lot. But Coset there. Do EGG. We'll draw stage. That's okay. Go 7 lead. We will kill the Tashigi and then we'll play Chopper. And then Zoro doesn't need a board to kill us, but he will have to do something about these blockers eventually. He's gonna play another Tashigi. Okay, that's okay. It's gonna rest the blocker, but where are you gonna swing now? Is it gonna be in my HG? He's thinking. He's just gonna swing into our blocker, so it's gonna block. This blocked for us this turn. Do I want to take an 8? I don't know if I want to take an 8 here. He does have a restand event, though. We're going to take an 8 no matter what. That was going to happen no matter what, because he's going to restand right here. Whenever they have 3 down, they're always... Okay, no, he's just going to... Okay, he's playing more... Do we have a purple? We do have a purple. I really feel like we should be drawing Coset sometime soon, guys. I don't know if we're going to die next turn. I'm really hoping that we don't die. We have a purple in trash. We're going to draw our good cards. Okay, we draw some good cards. I'm gonna establish stage here to filter, potentially for a what is it? You know the card I'm talking about. Kosei. We don't find her. We could search again for her. I don't super love that, but I feel like we would see her. We only have 29 in deck. We'll grab this. He has 1 Don up. Maybe for a dead man's game. Difficult turn here, guys. We'll go 5. He's giving us 2Ks anyways for this, so we can just go 5 again. Because if we went 6, it's just, if he has a 2K, he'll use a 2K. Right now, he's either got a 1K that he really wants to see or use next turn, or he just got all 2Ks. It's just going to be that he has all 2Ks in hand. So we'll go 7 leader. I'm actually anticipating that one of these is a brick. He has 1 down up for like maybe a dead man's game. Should take this life. I'm gonna search for the Cosette or a 2K here. So we find Cosette. If he plays dead man's game, are we just dead? I don't think so. I don't think so. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pass the turn. He would have to have like dead man's game and then a restand event with 4 cards in hand, which is possible that he has that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He could also block her up 1 more turn with a Mihawk. That'd be very, very strong for him now. It's going to be a dead man's game to rest both of our blockers. So he's going to go for game this turn. The question is, does he have a restand event? What does this do? KO 5 cost? Interesting. I'm not sure why he did that at all. I have no idea what he's doing. Are we countering this? No. Won't counter it. I like our position with like winning, like surviving 1 more turn, regardless. He would have put us on having a 2K in life if he would have done the dead man's game shenanigans, or I mean restand shenanigans. If he goes 8th here, we will 2K. I think that he should go 8 and do a blocker. He does. So he knows that that's what he has to do. Could 2K out of this. I don't love doing that. We will. I think I have a draw Reiju up here. I'm quite certain that I do, actually. Oh, that was the last one, right? Okay. We have Cosette. I think I want draw. What card are we doing here? Are we doing this to draw 3 or just this? to get 1 and then draw 2. We'll say that we're thinking. We'll count how many 2Ks that we have. We have 1, 2, 3 searchable 2Ks. So I think that we would find one. I think that we could draw him, though. It's like drawing 2. We'll do the search. Just because I want to guarantee cards. Do we just do this? It's 3 cards versus 2, but we can guarantee a 2K. I think we're going to do this. Okay, so we get that. Not bad. Could just ping him to death. How many choppers do we have? 1, 2, 3. We could get a chopper and then Okay. Kind of misplayed. We'll go 5, 6, 7 at his life and then play a co-set 2. In which case, I don't think that we could actually lose. Actually, we could just go 7, 7 at this card. Let's just do that. If this card's counter, it's counter, but he can't win next turn. Cool. We'll go 7 into it. Yeah. Yep. Go 7 into it. Opponent cannot win this turn unless he top decks Dead Man's Game. Okay, it's a searcher for the card. I mean... Okay. He draws a Mihawk. He's gonna play it. Do not think that's gonna help him. Because we're blocking whatever he does and then just winning this turn. By just math. Yeah. We're gonna block. We'll block this and then take this just for fun. Sure. Get a filter. Get an extra poke on him. We'll go 5 at his life. We actually have the utility of just doing another 5. Does not matter. Does not matter how we do this because we have another extra Ichiji attack. We'll go 7. It doesn't matter how we do this. It's math. Yeah. GG's. Great game. Great game, Mr. Cheeks. Yeah. So that was that game. A little bit of a grindy one. Opponent saw a lot of the cards that he had to see. He didn't have the... I think this is the only thing that he did wrong. Just wasting 2 Don. I think that we were pretty okay. Besides that mistake, I think he played pretty well. But you could see the value that we got from the rested choppers. Because he has to swing into him with... Like, him not having a... Perona. Like, Perona is huge in this matchup, guys. Like, it's massive for him to have a character to just get free value swinging into our blockers that he's resting. Because if he doesn't have that, that card remains on the board, and technically it's going to block one of his swings that matter, like this and this. They're going to block either way. They're going to get value either way. They're on the board to eat an attack up. That's exactly what they have to do if he doesn't have a Perona on the field. So I feel like we played very well that game. GG's to the opponents. And yeah, that'll be the video, actually. So we'll go back to the deck list. Again, I talked a lot about this in the opener, but you really have to know when to counter, guys. When to counter. You can't play around all of their cards, but when you can decide, like, okay, I have a rustic character on the board, is it worth giving 2K 2K for? Like, is it worth it? If the answer is yeah, it's worth it, you 2K 2K out of it, guys. Like, get your value. Read your hand. Like, if you can draw next turn, if you get this pair, like, you have to calculate that before you make that decision on that turn. It's like a whole bunch of little things that could snowball into like calculating your percentage to win upwards by making all of those little micro decisions. Um, they all snowball into a victory. Like, even the decision where we were like, okay, like we're just playing our chump blockers, like, as many as we did, like, instead of playing an ETG to get value out of the lightning. I'm pretty sure we did that game. I played so many games against Zoro that I actually, like, I'm losing count at this point. But that's even another thing. Like, just get reps, guys. Get reps into this deck, and you'll know the matchup. You'll know it enough to where I'm like, oh my god, dude, Perona on turn one wins them the matchup. Like, Perona, like, actually, like, I hate them having a Perona. Perona's my least favorite card to see them play because it could just swing into this and this. It's my least favorite card for them to play on the board. Anyways, enough of my Perona rant. But yeah, you don't have to always what was I gonna say, race them. You can play kind of patiently, but you are on a constant clock. And if you don't see, you have to play through your blockers. And a well-timed ETG into Lightning is extremely good here. It's extremely good too. Porsche obviously being able to search Chopper. I don't talk about this enough, guys, but Porsche is literally our Chopper searcher, which I think is just busted in this deck. I don't think it's talked about enough, and I think she's just such a good card. My God, love you, Porsche. Okay, but yeah, like I said, I go over a lot of the little things in the start of the video. This is a very hard matchup for us. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If they see all of the cards that they have to see, you're gonna lose. Like, it's not like Rayleigh where we can stall the game out. Like, Zoro will be aggressive, and they, like, will not. We will not be able to stop the pressure because they're resting these cards, and if they have cards to trade into them, we don't get value out of these at all. So it's -1 card from hand for nothing, and then we're just getting 8 smashed into our face every turn, and we're running 11 2K, so you just have to play really, really tight. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Hopefully these games helped you, even just a little bit. That would make me feel great if they did. Even if you got, like, one helpful tip from this gameplay, yeah. But best of luck, guys. Good luck in OP12. I think this will be my last how to play the matchup guide, because these are the most relevant matchups from OP12, at least. Next set, guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler here. We're playing Magellan next set for OP13. Call me crazy. It's not crazy. It beats Roger and is very good against Emu too. So I love Magellan. He's one of my favorite characters in the game. So, or in the anime and the in this game in general. Like, the card's just busted. We're gonna pay 5. We'll Don -1. We'll draw. Yeah, we'll draw just because of our leader effect. And yeah, you can return a Don. And then if you want to KO this character, you got to return 2 more Don. Anyways, I'm not gonna rant about Magellan in an OP12 video where we're not playing him this set. But I just did. So haha. And we're going to end the video there. Sorry for another long one, but if you guys appreciate the long vids, then cool. But that's all I got for you guys. Yeah, play smart, play well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Like, sub, woo woo, mafia out.